Okay, welcome to principle number 1 out of the 7 principles, or we'll call it universal law number 1, the first foundational block that you need to start climbing your spiritual journey. So the principle of mentalism is what it's called, and basically I've come up with a way that hopefully explains this in terms that at least technicians and computer savvy people can grasp, and then I'll try it again with different metaphors. But the hermetic principles, the natural laws, govern 3 realms. Not that there's only 3 realms, but they govern these 3 realms, and this is the mental realm, the physical realm, and the spiritual realm. So those are the 3 realms you have to understand to go any further in alchemy, magic, spirituality, hermeticism, whatever you want to call it. So you have to understand these 3 realms. And this is going to, at the same time, explain the principle of mentalism. All is thought. Thought is one. So the way I broke it down in metaphor is, to make it a little easier, I want to draw this diagram so you understand that what I mean by these realms are concentric. So they're not going upper world, middle world, underworld. That's one way that I'll explain in another video. But how we need to understand it is concentric. There's the physical world. And then outside of that realm or world or dimension, it is surrounded by the mental plane. And then the mental plane is surrounded by the spiritual plane. So you exist and function right now in all 3 of these planes. You only are probably aware of the physical, the dot in the middle of the bullseye. So you're this dot, and you walk around with a big invisible spiritual fat suit on, and that's these different realms. And then you can picture this, you walking around in this sumo suit back and forth, and that's your awareness of your experience. But those are the 3 realms, the 3 things that we're going to consider first. So the physical realm, you can know that by what you experience. It's your senses. What can you taste, see, feel, hear, and whatever your other sense is. So your 5 senses, that's the physical realm. So to make it easier to explain the 3 realms and how we're going to ultimately operate in them effectively, is the physical world is the middle of the dot. That's us interfacing with reality. That's the physical reality. That's like your computer screen, your computer peripherals. Look at it like that. Your mouse, your keyboard, your screen. You can move the mouse, and you can affect this physical realm. So let's use that metaphor. So the physical realm is the PC. Okay. So we're going to keep building the circle. We got the physical right here. Then we have a realm surrounding the physical that's called the mental realm. You can think of the mental realm as an algorithm, an operating system. So you've got the physical computer, and it's being ran by this operating system. This mental plane is our Windows program that God gave us, so to speak. Now, around the mental plane, around the operating system, is the spiritual plane. And I look at this as all the 1s and 0s that make up code. I mean, the code. It's not the 1s and 0s. I'll get to that. That's the algorithm. So basically, we have the PC and its peripherals. That's our physical reality. Then it's operated, it's overseen by something that we can't physically see, but it's called the mental realm, the operating system. Then, running in the background of this operating system, this mental realm, is the spirit realm. And you can look at that as the code, the language that runs an algorithm in the background. That's exactly what the spirit world is. We're on a macro level, of course, and God's creation here is much more advanced than we could ever fathom into a computer. But I think it's a great metaphor. So we have the programs running in the background, That's the spirit. That's the code that runs the operating system, which is the mental realm. So the spirit realm is coding the mental realm right now. Keep that in mind. Right now, we're going to change that. And then the mental realm is the body of the computer, the person who is clicking this and dragging and dropping and doing all that. That's the mental. And the physical is our reality. So, hopefully that didn't confuse you too much. Just remember the bullseye and the computer, the PC, the screen, what we're seeing and experiencing on the computer, the operating system, the mental realm surrounding the physical realm, and then the spiritual realm surrounding both as the background, the back end of the system. It's the spirit world. Now, if you look at the spirit realm as the code, you can look at the mental realm as the operating system, and the PC is the physical realm. You can also break that down further into the spirit realm is the code, and it's the programs that we can run. The angels, the spirit gods, the whatever. The mental realm is the algorithm. It's the ones and zeros. It's putting everything together and utilizing the program, the spirit. And the physical is the creation itself, what you see on the screen. Which our screen is elaborate, and we can experience it with our 5 peripheral senses. We are living in senses. Stuck there because they wanted to keep all this shit secret for a long time, and it's not secret anymore. Hermes Trismegistus is back. So to understand a little bit more about the physical realm is to understand, first there was the Word, and the Word is God, with God. So basically we know that God came and said, let there be this, let there be that. And he did that using Hebrew letters. Yod, Hey, Shin, and that's a whole different ballpark in itself. But just know that the Word crystallized this dome of creation. That's God's Word. We got words too. And we can create, and through sound, we crystallize material reality. And to explain that, like this leaf. How did it get here? God walked up and said something in Hebrew. And then he knew there was 4 elements there, earth, air, fire, and water. So they just conformed together and created this leaf. He said the word. That's what in occultism or whatever we'll call crystallizing sound. The sound, the vibrations that you make literally crystallize, and the whole universe starts taking it and building it for you. And that's magic. It's inherent. You can all do it. You just need to have the right mindset and awareness. That's what we're going to get to with these 7 principles. Understanding this. So this is the principle of mentalism. You understand that there's the 3 realms: the computer, the operating system, the background. Guess which one can affect the other? Can the physical world affect the mental world? It can make an impression, and it can, ultimately, but can it? No, it can't affect the mental world in truth. Can the spirit world affect the mental world? No. I may be wrong about that. I got a little confused there. So let's put it this way. The only realm is the mental realm. The operating system can affect the program in the back, the spirit world, or the operating system can affect the interface, the physical world, the PC. The operating system is running back and front end. It's the middleman. That's the mental realm. The mental realm directs the spirit world and creates through back-end programming. The mental realm programs the spirit realm. The spirit realm creates in the physical through words and what you program it to do. And it's a big circle, it's a dance, but the mental realm is what controls the physical and spiritual realm. And that's the first hermetic principle to digest. Then we're going to go through the other 7 principles, and it's all going to come together, and you're going to see exactly how to drive this car using the power of the mind, and exactly what the mind is and how powerful it is, and all these stupid names they've been calling it for thousands of years to keep you confused and in the dark. I'm going to help you to the light. Don't get confused by the names, or what I call it. We'll speak in metaphor, the spirit of language. You understand? Then you're a student I can teach. But you have to speak that universal heart language. If not, I'll sound like I'm rambling, or you're gonna have a lot of questions. That's part of the learning process. If you're not, then you're not learning. A lot of confusion? No, you shouldn't have a lot of confusion. You should have a lot of questions, but not nearly in any, if at all, any confusion. If you're confused, then you need to do some shadow work, some soul searching, and find out if you're ready to step into to your true self yet, or if you need to heal first, because we all have to heal. You can't rush your healing. So that being said, those of you who are finding this, and of course those of you in the course that I'm starting now, I'm glad to introduce you all to Hermes and to the mind of God and to your legend and your path and to magic and all kinds of things. First things first, let's get a thorough grasp and understanding of what the principle of mentalism is. Then you understand that everything is one mind. Everything around us is being manifest before our eyes by that one cosmic mind, the one God mind. And getting awareness of that and access to that is called what a lot of people call higher self connection or God consciousness, whatever they've been calling it, a lot of things. It's you, it's me, it's all of us when we combine into a collective. Right now, our collective conscious is asleep, and we all wear individual subconscious, and it's a big game. We have to wake up that subconscious, and we're going to do it one at a time by accessing it together and doing magic, wonderful things. It's protected, it's fine, it's guarded. We're waking up the earth literally. By healing yourself, you're healing the planet, and you're joining the collective mind, the collective consciousness, the God mind, the mind of Hermes Trismegistus, the unified earth. And then that's fifth dimension. You're getting up there. Right now, you are actually, if you understand this and you're watching this and you're with me, you're actually ascending right now. Your DNA is changing and getting you ready to experience higher realities, which I'm going to take you guys to. And it all starts here. Building block number 1, the principle of mentalism. The introduction to hermeticism was the last video. We don't really need to study history and all that. It's 7 things that I'm going to explain. You understand, speak the universal language, and I'll answer questions, just eliminate the confusion. And then we join together, and we're on a walk to the mind. We're on a walk to unity with God. I'll see you guys in principle number 2, which is the principle of correspondence. So then, this is the True Life Prophet from beautiful Cheyenne Canyon. Where I'm sitting making these videos is where Helen Hunt sat and got inspired for her poetry and everything. I'm literally right at the gate of Seven Falls in Colorado Springs. I haven't been because they charge, but they're closed anyway. That's a tourist trap. God bless. See y'all in the next video.